Welcome to the Richard Sherman podcast. If you're new, hit that sub button. We're here to give you great NFL content. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Richard Sherman podcast. Another week, another surprise. Pete Carroll goes to the Las Vegas Raiders. I like it. I like it for him. I like that he's back in the coaching world. I like this for the Las Vegas Raiders. It gives them stability. It gives them legitimacy. I think it validates a lot of things, and I think it gives them a chance in this division that's going to be rough, full of really, really good coaches. You got Sean Payton. You got Jim Harbaugh, obviously, Andy Reid, who's been doing a phenomenal job for Kansas City. But the big thing, they have a huge budget for free agency. They have $108 million to spend in free agency this summer. And I think when you bring Pete Carroll in, players want to come play for him. Players understand, players know him, players' parents know him. I think guys will look at that as more of a destination. I'm sure he'll try to find a quarterback. Would it surprise me if Russell Wilson, comes in there and has a free agent visit? I highly doubt it. You know what I mean? But that would not surprise me at all. They need some receivers. So guys like T. Higgins, who potentially will be available, Stephon Diggs, who could potentially be available, are guys that I'm sure he'd look at. Offensive line is something he needs to fix. I'm interested to see who his coordinators will be. Does he go back to Old Faithful with Gus Bradley? Or does Steve Wilkes get a call and, they work together? Leslie Frazier is a name I'm sure that he would consider offensively. There are a lot of names out there, a lot of different scenarios. Again, does he go back to his old ways? Somebody familiar, somebody who he's won a Super Bowl with, Darrell Bevell? Or does he go one of these new young coordinators who are looking for a shot, find one of these quarterback coaches that can call a game? Maybe Greasy, who's been out there in San Francisco with Kyle Shanahan. There's a number of ways he could go with that staff, but I think this is a great move for the Las Vegas Raiders. I don't think this is going to be a one and done like they've been the last few years. I think this is something that's going to last for a while. Maybe they'll have a succession plan in place because Pete's 73 years old, obviously, but I think he has a lot left in the tank, and he'll have a lot of energy. He'll be crazy on the sidelines. You'll see these players. You'll see the culture change in Las Vegas. This will probably be one of the better cultures that they've had in a very long time. Speed Tech as a GM is a good call. I think that's a good hire. I think they'll work hand in hand together. Maybe they'll draft a guy, if a quarterback's there at the pick they want, or maybe they'll move back. Pete in Seattle, they move back a lot in the draft and, like to accumulate a lot more draft picks. So that could be something, but I talked to him this morning and he's really excited about the opportunity. He's really excited to be in this division and to go out there and compete again. He's gonna put the best product he can out there on the field, and I look forward to seeing that. This division is going to be must see TV though, with all these great coaches, these young quarterbacks that are getting it in. Obviously, Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert, Bo Nix is finished the season off strong. They went to the playoffs, and whoever Pete's able to get at the quarterback spot for the Las Vegas Raiders, they got the new stadium. The fan base is itching for some success. That's one of the most loyal and adamant fan bases in the National Football League. So I'm sure, they may have mixed feelings about it right now, but I think in the end, they'll be pretty happy about the results. And I can't wait. Personally, I think the rivalry between Pete and Jim continues. Obviously, both of them have gone to different places now, and maybe it's cooled down, but sometimes it never ends, it never stops, and so we'll see. I think they're probably a year away from the playoffs because he needs to get the quarterback. He needs to get the systems in place. He needs to get the coaches in place. He needs to really establish the culture. He's going to run the football. He's going to find a quarterback who doesn't turn the ball over again. That's going to sound like Russell Wilson, but he needs the receivers in place, needs the tight ends, needs to put all those things in place in order to really make this a destination for free agents. And guys are going to have to trust and believe in him. It's to be seen.
NFL playoffs We're talking NFL playoffs. You bet we are. Get in on the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Scoring touchdowns is key to winning in the playoffs. And the key to you scoring big is betting on them at DraftKings, the #1 place to bet touchdowns. Ready to place your first bet? Try betting on something simple like a player to score 6. Go to the DraftKings Sportsbook app and make your pick. Here's another reason to watch some of your favorite players crush it in the playoffs. New customers bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Score big during the NFL playoffs with DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app today and use code Richard. That's code Richard for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours.
So the Jacksonville Jaguars. Liam Coen said, no, I'm good. I'm going back to Tampa Bay. Thank you for the opportunity. You guys got Trent Baalke. No thanks. Thanks, but no thanks. We don't want to be here. They get rid of Trent Baalke. Shad Khan is like, hey, okay, I get it. We're getting rid of Trent Baalke. Now Liam Coen is the highest paid offensive coordinator in the National Football League, Tampa. Everybody thinks everything's good there. Robert Saleh's at home trying to figure out what Jacksonville's doing, looking like the leading candidate to go to the Jacksonville Jaguars. The San Francisco 49ers are waiting. Liam Coen pivots. He says, oh, Trent Baalke's gone? I'm in. And he goes back, goes to Tampa Bay Buccaneers for a while, calls them after the deal's done. Robert Saleh goes back to San Francisco, where I think it'll be a great fit. You know, he'll get another opportunity. Still a talented team. He did well there before. I think he'll do well there again. I think there'll be opportunities for him to be a head coach again at some point. He's been a great defensive coordinator in this league. There's still multiple spots available. We're hearing rumblings of the Cowboys potentially hiring Brian Schottenheimer. That'd be an interesting pick. You know, I think it would be a pick for continuity sake and to keep that team together, to keep Dak Prescott under the same offensive system and coordinator. I'm not sure if they're retaining Mike Zimmer, but I would hope that Al Harris gets an opportunity to call that defense. I think he has a lot of respect and regard in that room, in that building, from the fans, from the players. I think he'd do a great job at that spot, but I have no idea. The New Orleans Saints are kind of in a wait and see mode, so maybe they're looking at one of the coordinators that are still coaching in the playoffs right now. That would seem like the obvious case. You know, I thought Aaron Glenn would have had an opportunity there, but the Jets didn't let him out of the building. So congratulations to Aaron Glenn. Hopefully, again, that situation works out better than it did for Robert Saleh. Disappointed for Saleh. I thought he'd get a good opportunity at that, do a good job in Jacksonville, and would be able to help them turn that around. But unfortunately, he didn't get the job. Can Liam Coen fix Trevor Lawrence and his issues? I don't know. We'll see. You know, he had a great season with Baker Mayfield, so the system works. They had talent in Tampa. He has talent in Jacksonville. Can Trevor Lawrence put it together with a new offensive coordinator, a new offensive coach? We'll see. It's to be seen. He's coming off an injury, so that's something that'll be a storyline this offseason. That'll be a storyline next season. Obviously, it may take a couple years for them to figure it out, but a lot of moving parts today. A lot of moving parts in the football world. A lot of dominoes fell today, and I'm a fan. I'm a fan of a lot of these moves. You know, as it always is, it's a wait and see league. How do they actually all play out? Everybody's excited day one, excited in the offseason. Oh, we won the offseason. We got the best coach. No, we got the best coach. We got the best coach. Well, time will tell, and I'm here to watch it. Got my popcorn in hand. Pete's back in the league. What a time.